Let's talk about email capture and sales notification pop-ups on your e-commerce store. First, let's talk about the email capture side of things. So I know you've probably seen it. They're very common. I would say probably 7 out of every 10 Shopify stores that I review for conversion effectiveness has this in place, and that is, spin the wheel in hopes that you're going to get extra special savings. Now, on the surface, this seems like it could be a great idea, and it might increase your, conversion slightly. But we find it actually doesn't have that much of an impact, and it's actually a distraction over just having a very simple, fill out the form, sign up and get our 10% savings. So you're immediately capturing the email. What is the problem with some of these rotations and these special, spin to win type things is that you don't always capture the email. So they spin to win, and they might use the actual coupon code immediately without actually adding them to your email list. And what I have found, and actually what I heard from a friend of mine, Dave Miz, who does a lot of email marketing in the e-commerce space, is that the actual click to open and click and open rate actually go down when using some of these solutions. So if you have this on your e-commerce store, I would highly recommend to test away from it, or test just a simple pop-up that is asking for their email address in exchange for a special coupon code or a special discount, instead of trying to be clever with the actual spin to win type elements, or structure it in a way where you get the email address up front. Next, let's move on to the sales notification pop-ups. This, you've seen them too. It's very simple, specifically on Shopify, where in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a couple different apps that do this, but in the bottom left-hand corner, you have so-and-so just bought X product from this town or whatever, and it's constantly rotating a new name. Some of the apps out there actually import false information. You can actually pre-populate it. Some of them actually use actual sales data, which is obviously more ethical than just faking your sales. But what we have found, particularly on mobile, is these applications can actually decrease your conversions. It seems logical that, or on the surface, or you could assume that, oh, hey, yeah, I've got more social proof. It shows that I'm active on the site, that people are actively buying. But what happens is it takes up a lot of space, and it can actually distract people, particularly on mobile, when you have movement. And we find that in the majority of the cases, when you have movement on your store, that your conversion rates generally will go down. So if you want to level up some of that social proof, maybe move it over to that X number of people are viewing this product type sales notifications, or progress bars or counters on your actual product detail page. Leverage other social proof elements such as X number of happy customers, reviews, testimonials. Test all of those other angles instead of having movement on the page. So just a couple tips for you today on email capture, as well as those sales notification pop-ups. So if you're using either one of these, run some split tests on it, see how it's actually impacting you, particularly on the email capture side, because those long-term customers or potential customers that you have on your email list could bring in much more revenue than just that one-off sale. So if your opens and clicks and it's less effective on the email side, your revenue could be going down. And we're in a mobile world, so those pop-ups could be a big distraction for your sales conversions. So test those out, report back to me, and let me know what you think or what kind of results that you're getting. If you enjoyed this tip, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk to you again on another video. Thanks.